The Chinese government is reportedly preparing for the likelihood that North Korea will carry out a nuclear test sometime next week, as the regime marks the 85th anniversary of its military. Satellite pictures of the North's main test site, however, don't show more nuclear activity, but rather workers playing volleyball. Kwon Jang-ho has this report.
China's leadership are bracing for a nuclear test by Pyongyang next week. That's according to Chinese news site Boxun, whose sources say the government considers the most likely time for a test to be around April 25th, the 85th anniversary of the foundation of the Korean People's Army. There had been speculation that a nuclear test was going to take place last week to coincide with another important anniversary, the 105th birthday of the regime's late founder, Kim Il-sung. But that date came and went, although a failed missile launch did take place a day after. A sixth nuclear test by Pyongyang has been expected for a while now. US-based monitoring group 38 North has been detecting increased activity around the Punggye-ri test site for the last month. But the latest satellite imagery shows a somewhat unusual sight: groups of workers playing volleyball. The images picked up 3 different locations around the facility where games are being played, and according to an expert from 38 North, that either suggests the site is going to standby mode or that it's a deliberate ploy to confuse the US and others. But despite this, the South Korean government reiterated that the world always needs to be ready.
We believe that North Korea can carry out a nuclear test at any time. Therefore, whether they were playing volleyball or whatever they were doing, I don't think it's an important factor as to whether they will test a nuke or not.
Meanwhile, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spoke out against the recent aggressive rhetoric coming from Pyongyang. Earlier this week, a senior North Korean official said in an interview that the regime will test nuclear weapons on a weekly, monthly and yearly basis if necessary. Beijing urged all parties to tone down their provocative language and work towards de-escalating tensions. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.